Well, here we are again. We're continuing our work. That was a little phone call I got. But anyway, I got to kind of divide the leaves so I don't want to confuse you with, with the two sets I'm doing. So we are going to cut. So basically, there's 17 leaves that we're going to use in this setup. For the, that's not including the base. I need to check what we're going to do with that. I'm going to put another flower or something, but we will soon know. So anyway, we are cutting this, our little squares. Now, if you can see, there's not like a big difference in sizes between one and the other. So, because don't really, it's not really that important. And we're gonna cut these two. Just like a little round thing, and there we go. It's by itself. These are the other three of the other size, so I'm going to try to cut them all together, and you're going to notice it's a little bit harder, but there's little tips and tricks during this thing I need to show you. It's going to be tougher. Ugh. So you see there, we cut 3. And that right there is not cool, but it doesn't really matter too much. Remember, this is not like paper flowers. These are a little bit simpler in the sense that they don't have to be perfect. So we already had the next big ones would be these, which is the ones we're going to use. We got 3, we need 5, the biggest ones with the biggest wire. Remember the 16 gauge? We got 16 and 18, so we got these 2. We've got already 3, and we need 2 bigger ones with the 16 gauge wire. You got to have that always, because if you don't have your little, either your computer next to you working or your sheet of paper printed out, or you can write it down on a notebook. I always I started off with a notebook, and I'd just be my manufacturing process until I kind of, and I still get kind of confused sometimes, especially when there's like lots of them. And I have to do a big build, like lots of things. But it's fun, I honestly I enjoy it a lot. Sometimes I get tired, but I don't know, I like it, and it's just really good money. So I mean, I'm happy. So we're going to put these 2 wires on these 2. I'm going to do these, kind of batching the thermoforming. And then we do, our little marks. What I love about the 1.5 millimeter, it's just so much faster to heat. Now, I don't know if you are taking the 10-footer industry, the giant flower industry, but it's so funny when I put the griddle on, because it just goes so fast. But I don't need that for this. you see, everybody? So basically you got 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to do 1. I'm just going to put our little groove there. And you know what we're going to do. Now here I know I didn't put too much in the edge, so I'm going to have to glue it there. And just wait. Can you see that? Can you see the whole scene? There you go. So I just put this so it opens up, you know, it doesn't thermoform. You know, it leaves it kind of like that. Ta-da! It's a cutie, cutie, cutie. So here's another big one, and here is. I'm not saying that it's big, but it's the one that's gonna hold. It's gonna go through the flower stem, so that's why we use the 16 gauge wire here. Okay, so see, it's all about engineering, guys. It's all about engineering. And you see right there, it's opening up. So, oh, that's another good thing about the heat gun that I like. If you, by any chance, glue something wrong, you can always put a little bit of heat to fix that up. So that's always a good thing. I like that. So you've got this. Oh, and you know what we forgot? We forgot to do the little cuts, the little precision cuts. So it's just 1, 2, So here we go, and we've got these. Oh, this is, so we've got the 5 big bases. That means each one will be a stem that you will be able to get in and out of the stem, so you can repurpose them. So this part you guys are gonna love, because it's just so redoing. It's like having eternal inventory, you know, making whatever flower you can, and you don't need to redo everything. It's like the most amazing thing. I love that. And I did not fold this before, but anyway, the glue's fine. So I got this. You are going to love this repurposing once I show you this. It's pretty cool. Ah, see, should have stretched it first. Hey, nothing happens, but. So here we go. So let's stretch these out before we make another mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got to fold these 11. 1. Can you see? Oh, I'm putting it too close to me. Let me get my chair closer. I need some coffee. Can you believe it's 12 and I'm still drinking coffee? Yes, I am. And it's got to be my Starbucks dark roast Verona or Italian roast. It's really dark. And then, so, four. Can you, I'm doing the same thing. I'm sorry, guys. Putting it too close to me because it's kind of easier, right? So I need to get closer. I'm doing the same thing. So you stretch it out. So let me see, make sure you guys are seeing this. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight and 9. And the rest are for my other set. So you see? So it's basically just curve that little, I hope you can see that little thing. So we've got these 3. And this is a big one. And we are going to continue. Let's glue these. There we are. So you see I'm kind of gluing in batches until then. Then it's the review in batches and another one. I probably do not have enough glue on the very edge right here. try to open it up. The heat makes the material always kind of, you know, like fabric. So, and then you wait for it to lose the heat, and it stays whichever position you were. You're gonna see how really nice this material is. I really like it. And this one lost its form a little bit. Okay, here. You see right here, you can see that line, so you're gonna have to glue a little bit more here, and then firm press it. So here we go. La da da. This is so pretty, pretty. I think I need to cut out more little precision holes here. Oh no, it just felt too kids play. So here we go. I don't know, you can see all our leaves. Ta-da! This is nice, huh? So we've got pretty much advanced there. And we've got, now you don't have to put as much leaves as I put on it. You really don't. It was we used up a total of, actually for the whole leaves of one set, if I used 6 sheets, it's just 3 sheets. So basically you only spent like $6 on all your leaves and the gauge wire, right? So much less expensive than buying it. And you always have, you know, like this type of leaf is just very very custom, and we're gonna put some colors on it that you're gonna like, because it can go basically with any, right? We just change the things on it. There you go. Next one. So, oops. Can you see that? And there's your little fan. See? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. These are a little bit more bent. So these are a little bit more than the other ones in the previous one we did. So you can either do like, you know, like half and half, or you can reform those and stretch them out. I'm doing it a little bit more because right now I know I'm going to put the heat gun like we did right now, that we had to kind of so, you know, it'll if you're going to put heat gun on it, it's going to get unbent a little bit. So basically we're going to stretch it out a little bit. So we do this other one. Go. Last one. So it takes its time, but not that much. If you can see, it's like if you do in batches, you're gonna see, and you got all your bases done, all your blocks done, which I like to call them the blocks, you know. And then most of the time, I already have one thing that I'm repurposing, right? Mostly, you're gonna have to change the flower. If you can't change the color, if they want like this clear one and you already have it red, you want a white one. So we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, we already have these fixed, right? Yes. Okay, so here we go. so this one's okay. This one's through here, so make sure this is like inside the glue, right? And you don't want the okay, and now we got this one. This one's to the top. So we open it up. La la la. I don't think I put enough glue here. There we go. Let's get this one a little bit better. Make sure this is kind of stretched and the foam is pretty stretched out. Because this one kind of like the thermoform of these were a little bit different. You know, they kind of like, there we go. Here we go. Next. See that? And then we got one more. I think, yeah. Oh, no. No! Two more. This, so we need to have this one. It doesn't matter. So we got okay. So we've got the stem leaves almost finished. Well, we just have to wrap them up in the pipe, and you see how that is so awesome. I love that part. It's one of my favorites because it just takes from being all over the place. It just takes form, you know. And when I see that, that's why it's very important to kind of have one finished, even if you take forever, and then the rest in batches, because that kind of motivates you, you know. Like, I mean, we gotta start seeing something. If not, we get like, oh, is it gonna come out the way I think? Is it gonna, oh, that happens to all of us. So, here we go. Then we've got this one. And it's our last one for the set. And we are done. Now we're gonna have to recheck them, cut the little edges, our precision cuts. And, you know, make sure the interior glue doesn't show. Make sure when you cut, you try to cut above the, right above where the crease is. So this one, we're going to open it up. You just want a little bit of heat for it to open up. And that's it. You don't need more because it'll lose its lines. And then right there. And you got this other one. You see how on this side it's kind of losing its lines, so we gotta, although it should be the other way around, but anyways, I'm just gonna put some, I don't want to see that in there, so I'm just gonna rub it a little bit more. Just in case. Just in case. So even if you get to see the glue when we spray paint it, that'll be gone. Oh, we didn't cut that little things off. So this set has 17. Now you don't have to put that many. I usually, all my arrangements, I don't put leaf stems on the flowers. I make a leafer, but even that leafer usually has, well, it depends. I make a leafer, or you'll see all the different sets that work. So this one, just leave it like that with the heat. No, I didn't do that. Oh, again. Let's cut this little edges first. This one is not that perfect, so we're just gonna stretch it over here. Make this little cut. This one, you see, it's not that straight. It's not right through the middle, so I'm gonna have to cut on this side and this side. So if that happens, don't worry. I'm gonna do it all the way up here. I guess this one was. So you see right here, you can actually see that. So we need to put a little dab there. We don't want that. That is no bueno. Even though we put, so we're gonna hold it. I'm holding it while it's gluing, and I'm doing it this like that. So the heat will make it just stay open. This other one has the same issue. You see? You can see there. So I'm going to do the same thing. Put a little dabby here. Hold it while I open it. And you do see what I forgot to do, right? Those little cuts. That's why it's important to batch. Cut all together. And I don't know, I guess I just want to show you, you know, all the little tips and tricks that can happen. So here, I'm just going to cut to fold it. Do this. Just make sure when you fold it, it's already cold, so it won't, you know, so it won't, if that happens to you, that you forget to make these little incisions, make sure it continues to stay open, right? Like open. Open, open. Now these two are still kind of close, so we're going to cut the incisions. Here we go. And we're going to check this one's perfect. This one came out really nice. I mean, they all come out nice. They're just handmade, right? It's not a printing machine. It's not, see, this one has a little bit of little issues there that I don't like, right there and right there. So I'm going to glue it. Let's see now, how am I going to hold both of them while I shoot the heat gun. Just a little bit, enough for it to warm without losing its form, remember? So, one, now you check all your pieces, clean up all. One, two. This one's not properly open, so we're going to open it up. Just look at that, how pretty. 3, 4. Do they all have their little precision cuts? Yes, they do. It's open. Can you all see? So it took us, this one's not cut. You do see this right here, our precision cuts. Wow, that didn't cut that well. This is, it's got something there. So look at that. That one has an issue. So we are going to review it. It's got an issue, and it is going to. This one's perfect. So I guess we've got all our 17 leaves ready. So this is exciting. It looks cool, and we are going to go to the next part.